What is going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Premier League show. Gameweek 31 is on the horizon. It starts in a few hours. My team kick off first, and then we'll get to the big one. You know, the Carabao Cup final is this weekend. We are going to preview on the show because it is the big event this weekend. Yes, I know there's Premier League games. I know Brighton are playing Liverpool. I know United are playing Bournemouth away, and I know Chelsea are playing Everton and the rest of that. And I know Spurs are facing relegation, but the Carabao Cup final is the big one this weekend. Manchester City take on Arsenal at Wembley, or Arsenal take on Manchester City at Wembley. Excuse me. But people, first and foremost, on your way in, make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Make sure you guys follow Josh's channel. I'll link in the description of the video. It's at Pain of the Arsenal. Go follow him over there. He might have a little preview, or he might have a little review after the game. You can go check it out over there. And then people go follow him. We're 36 subscribers away from 600, guys. 36 subscribers away from 600. So if you guys could help me by following, hitting the like button, and sharing it with your mates, tag a friend, hitting the subscribe button, you know, leave a comment, helps out with the algorithm, helps out with the chat, helps out with the engagement of the channel. If you want to see more Premier League content, let us know. Premier League drafts, whatnot. We'll do all that in due time. People, enjoy the show. Let's get started. Josh, hope you're doing good, my guy. And before we go, big up Mr. Josh J. Make sure you guys subscribe to Mr. Josh J's channel.
Thank you.
Make sure you guys go follow him. You know, big up to you, my guy. You know, go follow what he does. United content, F1 content, all the good stuff. You know, the guys growing every single day. Big up to you, man. Good to see your growth, man. And hopefully you reach bigger and better heights soon. Big up to you, man. And yeah, follow Mr. Josh J. Go on, Josh. Hope you're doing good, my guy. The floor is yours.
I'm doing all right, Akevin. The calm before the storm, you might see, ahead of this Carabao Cup final against Manchester City. But listen, I'm calm. I'm doing well. I just went on a really good walk today. Also went on the bus. I know very minute things that don't usually need to be said, but I haven't done either of those two things in ages, and it was really good. Stress reliever, I suppose. And trust me, with the game coming up this weekend, I'm going to need to have as little stress as possible going into it. So, yeah, it's been a good day. Life's going decently at the minute. We'll see how it's going after Sunday, but I'm doing okay. How about you, lad?
Yeah, bro, I'm not doing too bad. Obviously, my game's tonight, so I'm already feeling a bit nervous. I can't lie to you. I just want to get this game out the way, get 3 points, and just relax the whole weekend. Just watch everyone else. You know, just watch all the results. You know, that's what you want if you're playing on a Friday night, don't you? You just want to win first, or if you play first on a Saturday early kickoff, you want to win first and just sit back, relax, watch the football happen, and just see everyone else get results or whatever it is, and hoping and praying that the results go your way. This is what I want tonight. We'll talk about the Carabao Cup final in a moment, but obviously we'll get to the rest of the games as well. But yeah, it's gonna be a good weekend. Hopefully, it'll hopefully be a good weekend, man. Starting tonight, like I said, we can't always be sure about anything, but like I said, it's all hope, and it's all how do you say it? Yeah, so hope and hope and pray we can get something. But anyways, I think shall we get to the main event first, or you want to get to the preview of the rest of the games first, and then we'll say this.
Well, I believe we go through the rest of the games. This is the Premier League show, you know. We'll talk about that starting tonight, I suppose, as that is going to kick off in just over, or just under, I should say, 2.25 hours. Akevin, you're the Manchester United fan. I think you should take it away, boss.
Yeah, man, for sure. But if you guys want to see more of the United talk, I'm not going to go too much into detail on this one because I've already done the whole preview, hour and a half preview with Ray on the Red Army Run. But make sure you guys go check it out if you haven't done so already. The Red Army Run pod. We did the Bournemouth away preview. We are going to do the review show tomorrow. So because it is Friday night and we are playing tonight, we might as well do the review show tomorrow. Hopefully it's a happy review show. Hopefully it's 3 points and whatnot. Going into the end of the season, we need to get these 3 points. You know, we must get 3 points. Absolutely must. Big up Bossa Blue. Big up to you, my guy. Hope you're doing good, my guy. But yeah, man, United away to Bournemouth, it's gonna be tricky. It's gonna be a tricky one. Bournemouth have not lost a home game or not lost a game since the 3rd of March in the Premier League. Sorry, 3rd of January in the Premier League, excuse me. 3rd of January in the Premier League, and the last time they lost was against you guys, wasn't it?
Sponsored by us, indeed. Rice at the double.
So yeah, man, like I'm just looking forward to seeing what's going to happen tonight, man. I'm just looking forward to see how we fare, how we do. Obviously, we are playing our last game in 24 fucking days. 24 days till we play another game.
Shouldn't have lost to Brighton, mate.
Shame on you for getting knocked out of the FA Cup, yeah? Shame on a lot of you getting knocked out of the FA Cup. Because now I have to wait 3.5 weeks or 2.5 weeks for this lot to come back and play again. And guess who we play? One of our biggest rivals, Leeds United, at home when we're back after the international break. The first week back is an FA Cup quarterfinal round. I wish that was Premier League and then the FA Cup quarterfinals was the following week. You know, I wish that was the case. You know, I just don't get it. I don't get it.
It was the same thing last year, Akron. I believe actually some of the games were played at the end of April as well. So it's not a new thing. I think with the Champions League and obviously the Europa League and Conference League being extended to 8 teams, the FA Cup has had to have been rescheduled so it could worm in with the schedule to the best of its ability with the big clubs competing in Europe. At the end of the day, it may not be everyone's kettle of fish, but as long as your team are in it, you can give less of a shit. Like you say, Akron, if you didn't lose to Brighton, you would have given Liverpool more of a game than Brighton did. I can assure you of that.
I think
And who knows? You could have been facing Man City at the Etihad with the chance of Wembley at stake. But
bro,
alas, that isn't the case.
I'll say this now. I think we'd have knocked Liverpool out. You know, call me crazy. I genuinely think we'd have knocked them out because we already beat them earlier this year at Anfield. So why can't we go there and win again? We know what to do. We played to the crowd. We've played big sides this season and won pretty much every single Big Six game. Aside, obviously, we have not played Liverpool and Chelsea yet under Michael Carrick. But we've beaten every single Big Five side this season or Big Four side this season. Yes, I'm not including Spurs. I don't care. I'm not including Spurs in this one. I'm not including Tottenham in this one. We've beaten City, Liverpool, Arsenal, and Chelsea all in one. Yeah, beating Chelsea at home, beat City away. Sorry, beat City at home, beat Liverpool away, beat
Arsenal away.
Arsenal away, exactly. And what have we got from all that?
Nice one, Zidane.
We've beat Arsenal away. We're the only team to win away at Arsenal this season, right?
So far,
we're the only team in the Premier League. Oh, second team. But we're the first team to beat Liverpool at Anfield in the Premier League this season. Ended the Anfield run, right? Beat them at Anfield. After that, what did we do? We went to Crystal Palace, handed them the first loss since March. Who else did we beat? Who else did we beat, man? I can go on. Regardless, I think we handed Sunderland their first loss as well this season, right? I think we handed Sunderland their first loss of the season as well.
Their second loss.
Well, yeah, second loss. But this is what I'm trying to say. We've ended records. We've ended things. So we can literally we have to go to Bournemouth today and win. Go there and get something. And when I say something, I mean 3 points. I don't mean a draw. I mean a win. We have to win. Go 8 points clear on a Friday night and hope that Liverpool drop points again. And hope that Liverpool drop points prior to playing us, you know, in May. Because I can't wait for that game. I genuinely cannot wait for that game. That's going to be a big one. That's going to be a big game for us, especially. But for them as well, because they need to qualify for Champions League after spending 450 million and doing fuck all. But anyways, away to Bournemouth today, going to be difficult. We've not lost there since they've come back up. we've only drawn there and won there one game. We won 1-0, drew 2-2, and drew 1-1 last season. The year before was a 2-2. Bruno Fernandes scored a brace, and the year before Casemiro scored a 1-0. We won 1-0 away there. Gonna be tricky, like I said, but we have enough. I think we have enough to go and get there. Go there and get the win. I think we have enough to go there and get the victory. It's not gonna be easy or pretty, but I hope it is. But Bournemouth away is always a tricky game, and like I said, I don't mind playing Bournemouth away. I don't mind going down to the South Coast and facing Bournemouth. It's not something that I would how do you say it? It's something that I don't mind. Like Bournemouth away is always a good result. Sorry, it's always a good away trip. But if you win, it's always a good result. You know what I mean? It's a good away trip, good result, a trip to the beach. If you get a win, you get a win. Simple as. You get a win.
Indeed.
But yeah, man, like I said, we just gotta go there and do our job tonight, and not hesitate to win. But we have to do that tonight. Big up Boss of Blue, big up
Boss of Blue moving like mad and shit.
Man said Joshua, European chapter of the European that.
Excuse me, did you not see the Arsenal women's team last year? Come on now, let's not be sexist around here. AN Sports prides itself on equality.
Let's hope so. We're scoring 4 at least tonight. We're scoring at least 4 tonight. We get the first. I wouldn't go that far. But you know what? I hope you're right. But I don't think it'll be that far. I think it'll be a scrappy win. It'll be a scrappy win. But we'll take it. Kettle of Fish, never heard that one before. Bro said, these competitions got my bro. You think, so we need to bring it back down to earth, bro. This is outrageous. Hey, yeah. We do, man.
What? Oh, about me? Is it not a faction statement? We're still in all 4 competitions at the minute. I mean, come on.
Fulham. Oh yeah, Fulham. City. We can go to Bournemouth and get 3 points. Hopefully, bro. Hopefully you're right, man. Hopefully you're right. Big up, Lumen. Big up to you, bro. Hope you're doing good, man. We can go to Bournemouth and get 3 points. We'll see. I make sure both ball possession and long ball should get us 3 points. Whatever it is, get us 3 points. That's all I ask for. But Josh, what do you make of this game? And before we go to the next, I did a whole.
Well, it is quite interesting. Sorry.
I was just saying, go check it out at the Red Army Rand Pod if you haven't done so already, people. Done a whole hour and a half.
Of course.
But go on, bro.
Cheers. Well, obviously, as you highlighted, it's likely going to be a tough game because Newcastle, Bournemouth haven't lost at the Vitality Stadium since the Arsenal turned up. So, apologies for that bang. Manchester United are going to have to be ready in order to get all 3 points down at the South Coast. One thing I will say is this isn't a midweek game. You haven't just played at the weekend. You've had plenty of rest, so I think you'll be fine. I think the 2 games you've dropped points under Michael Carrick were midweek games after playing on the weekend. So this Bournemouth game shouldn't be too much of an issue based on that. But you never know what football's going to do to you. Reverse fixture, 4-4 draw at Old Trafford. Absolutely wonderful game. If it ends in a draw with a similar scoreline to that, I mean, I'm going to be seated for that. So let's hope something interesting like that happens again. As a neutral, of course. For Manchester United, you've got more than enough quality to win. But like I said, Bournemouth under the lights at the Vitality, it's never usually an easy game. So it's going to be a scrap. It's going to be a fight. But I think Manchester United have more than enough quality to get over the line here. And like you said, Akevin, 8 points clear of, I believe it was Liverpool before they kick off. I can't remember who they're playing, but Liverpool it's a big opportunity. Big opportunity.
Liverpool play Saturday.
Oh, they play Brighton, don't they? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm there. I've got to be there at 9:30 in the morning. Yeah. Ugh.
Well, hopefully you're there. 3 points to Brighton. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. I think Salah might continue his farm session against them.
Stop, back it up. Bro, just say the Arsenal.
We are called the Arsenal. I'm not even kidding. We're that important, I suppose. But anyway, I'm not going to get too cocky until Sunday. But
let's not worry about them, Boston Blue. Let's worry about our own game. You know what I mean? Let's not worry about them.
Yeah, come on. You got to fight for top 5 on your hands here. Don't worry about us.
Yeah, man.
Anyway,
And
regardless,
we'll
Bournemouth,
see.
Bournemouth will be a tough game, but I think Manchester United can do it. I won't go into my predictions yet, but Akevin, I'll let you jump on the mic again because I'm kind of torn between this game. I haven't put much thought into it, but I think I have an idea of where this game's going to go. So
Gotta be wary of some of their
carry on,
players.
boss.
Evan Nelson, Senesi. Gotta be wary of some of their lot. Eli Krupi as well. A player that has come up through the ranks as definitely to be a threat tomorrow. In a bit. So yeah, man. I'm looking forward to it, but I'm also a bit nervous at the same time. I don't know what to expect, but I just hope we get 3 points, and I think we will get 3 points. But yeah, Bournemouth back 3. They might just play mid block, but however it is, I don't really care. We have to try and get the win somehow. Seems to have slapped the Arsenal at the Emirates. Yeah, man. We definitely did. We definitely did. The first team to do it this season, and the only team to beat them in the Emirates so far this season as well. So listen, I'll take that all day, every day. I guess that's the case. You know what I mean? But anyways, score predictions. I'm gonna go with my head says 2-2, my heart says 2-1 United. So I'm gonna go with my heart and say 2-1 United. I think Bruno and Sesko will score.
I think fair enough. I think this will be similar to the Everton game where Bournemouth have the better chances, but United hit on the counter attack and snatch, I should say, a late 3 points. Will I go Sesko? I don't know. I think I'll go with his. Is Xerxes injured, or is he available?
He doesn't often play. That's the thing. He doesn't.
Yeah, he'll come off the bench and score the winner. I've seen it. I've seen the light, and he'll wave to the travelling support. Yeah,
this game is bigger.
That's
than
what I'll go with.
I don't care what anyone says. This game is bigger than the Timeway Derby this weekend. Timeway Derby ain't even that special this weekend. I'm not even looking forward to that game.
To be fair, Sunday's Premier League games are really good, and then obviously
They
you've got
are.
the cup final following
But
on.
I'm looking forward to the Spurs game, Spurs Forest game. No, trust me, I love the Timeway Derby, and I always will. But just for this weekend alone, it has no meaning to it, really. Both teams aren't really going for anything. I mean, European qualification. Sunderland, are they going to get European qualification? I don't even know. Are Newcastle going to do anything? We shall see. But yeah, man, United, let's get the win. Just get the win, and then gotta go with it. What's your score prediction again?
I said 1-0 United.
Okay.
Brighton, Liverpool. That's the next game up.
But yeah, man, I'll say this again. I think Sesko and Bruno will score. Or Bruno and Sesko will score, and I think Evan Nelson will score for them. 2-1 United. Newcastle, Sunderland can still get Euro. I don't care. That's Europa League qualification, not Champions League qualification. You know what I mean?
But still, that'll be big
them.
for other clubs.
I respect the Timeway Derby, and I always will. I respect them. I respect it. I respect the game. I respect the occasion. But just for this weekend alone, it doesn't ring a bell for me. Like, it just doesn't for some reason. I don't know why. Like, most weekends, I will say this. On most given weekends, maybe. Like, if it's like at the start of the season, like fresh start, okay, maybe I'll hype it up. But just for this weekend, I just don't get the hype around it.
Well, of course, it's a rivalry. Sky Sports are going to hype it up for television figures. Obviously, there's European context to this. I mean, for example, if Sunderland get promoted, then immediately qualify for the Conference League. That's absolutely massive for them. So they'll be eager to do that. Newcastle, on the back of a 7-2 defeat at the Nou Camp, they're going to want to bounce back as well. Or will their confidence be dented? It'll be interesting to see. I don't think Newcastle have done the double in the Timeway Derby since 2010-11, if I'm not mistaken. Or it might even be earlier than that. So there is a lot rising on that. I don't know if that's the game we're getting on to next, but I think it promises to be another good clash. Last game, settled by a Nick Voltemade own goal, which was absolutely hilarious. But apart from that, it was a bit of a dead game, to be honest. And I'm hoping the one at St James's Park is better for the neutral. And obviously Monkey D. Luffy with the injury reports as well. Tonali, I think he got injured at the Nou Camp, didn't he? Which is a real bummer. I think he got injured blocking a Rafinha cross, if I'm not mistaken, or something like that. That's a big blow. And it's no coincidence that Newcastle kept conceding after he came off.
I think it'll be a Newcastle win. I think Newcastle will probably win it. They're their home team. I feel like the home team wins their fixtures. I don't think Sunderland will win this game. I think it'll be like this season for me. I don't know about next season, but I think this season for me is like a home game sort of win. Is like a home team sort of victory. Like Sunderland won at home, not surprised, albeit Voltamatis scored an own goal. This game is at Newcastle. It's at St James. I'm probably gonna go Newcastle.
Yes, it is. It's at St James Park. Yeah. Reverse
St. James.
fixture was at Stadium of Light.
Yeah, last game was 1-0 to Newcastle. 1-0 Sunderland at St. Light. But anyways, Jack, hope you're doing good, my guy. But what are your thoughts on the Tamworth derby? And just real quick, I did the preview of the Bournemouth versus Man United game already. What do you think of that game, real quick, and then score prediction? Just give that one.
I don't actually have much of an opinion on this match. I think United are going to win. This could easily be a match where United slip up. Who knows? But like going into this match, surely United are favourites. No offense to Bournemouth, obviously. Like they are. Give me a second. Let me just look at the table quickly. They are
12th, I think.
12th? Yeah, no, 10th. They're 10th. They're in the hunt for Europe, to be fair. So they're only 2 points off Brentford in 7th, which would qualify for a Conference League, qualify them for a Conference League if they were to get there. Wait, am I dumb? So no, they're 4 points off Brentford. They're 4 points off Brentford. So I was looking at the flipping goal scored category. Jesus Lord. And they're only 7 points off Chelsea. And yes, 10 points off Villa, but still, they're definitely in a shout to qualify for Europe this season, as are Everton, Newcastle, Brentford, all of the teams from like 7th all the way down to even Fulham in 11th. But regardless, back to Bournemouth, Man United. I mean, I haven't paid much attention to Bournemouth's results recently.
They haven't lost a game since the 3rd of January. That was against you guys.
Yeah. But they haven't won in 1, 2, 3. They haven't won in 4 matches. Their last win was like 5 matches ago against Everton. 10-man Everton, should I say. And that's not the kind of form you want to be having coming into like a key match in the fight for the European places. In all fairness, I mean, United, I think, I'm not trying to get cocky. I think they're nailed on top 5 in the Premier League. Top three is probably where they're going to finish realistically. So this is a key match, obviously, for both teams. But hopefully, if all goes to plan, Bournemouth maybe get a scalp over United again. Who knows?
We've not lost there. Since Bournemouth have come back to the Premier League, we've not lost there. We've won, draw. We've won, draw, and draw. So,
wow.
So yeah, man, I expect us to win. To be honest with you, but it's not going to be easy. Still, you're right. It's not going to be easy.
Far from easy.
But what's your score prediction, anyways? Because we'll go back to the Newcastle Sunderland game, anyways.
For FPL reasons, I want United to win 2-1. Actually, no. Actually, no. For FPL reasons, I want it to be like 1-0. Bruno Fernandes to score and like Senesi to score. I'm literally just sorting out my team right now because
deadline people is actually in 20 minutes. Actually, when you're done with your prediction, we'll discuss FPL right because it's deadline in 20 minutes. Might as well discuss that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'm just asking for. I'll ask for tips in a wee bit once we get to that bit, but I'm trying to think about who to take out.
What's your score prediction, anyways?
Yeah, 1-0.
Okay. 1-0.
Bruno Fernandes and Senesi to score.
Okay. But we'll get to FPL actually real quick before we're done. No, you don't have to sell Haaland. You can leave him on your bench and either use your free hit if you have a free hit. If you have majority Arsenal City players, you use your free hit for this week. But then again, you might need to use another one because FA Cup semi-final weekend might be a problem, unless they play their fixtures in midweek. You know what I mean? How many people captain Bruno and Arsenal? I'm captaining him. This weekend he's my captain.
Same.
But I might consider Harry Wilson. Harry Wilson is playing a fixture that All right, let me just bring up my team actually real quick.
Harry Wilson, Fulham are playing Burnley at home, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
I think I've got Iwobi and Anderson in my team at the minute. If I'm not wrong, could be wrong, but yeah, I'm banking on Burnley to get slapped at Craven Cottage, so to carry me to some FPL points. I was thinking about doing my bench boost, but then I realised I had 2 Arsenal players and 1 City player on the bench, which would have been an absolute catastrophe to play.
This is my team for this week. So Kelleher, Senesi, Virgil van Dijk, Matty Cash, Szoboszlai, Morgan Rogers, Bruno Fernandes, Harry Wilson, Brian Mbeumo, Eli Krupi, and Igor Thiago. I brought in Virgil van Dijk and Szoboszlai last weekend because they were playing Spurs. I had to bring him in because last week there was no other option. I'll be real with you, bro. There's no other option. Like, I didn't want to bring in Van Dijk. I was very hesitant to bring in Van Dijk, but the last week he was playing Spurs. I had to take the hit. I said, you know what, let's just bring him in. But you know what? I don't know, man. I might even transfer him out, Thinking about it, I might even transfer him out. But the problem is Arsenal are not playing this weekend. And I don't know who else to bring in. There's no real good choice, to bring in. Unless you maybe think Lewis Hall, but I don't think Lewis Hall will be one you could bring in.
I don't know. Have you got Senesi? Have you got Alderete?
Yes, he's got Senesi.
I have Senesi. I have.
You don't have Alderete.
Who? Sorry.
Alderete, the Paraguayan centre back, Omar Alderete.
The Sunderland player.
Yeah.
But the thing is, they're playing Newcastle.
He's a cheap alternative. It wouldn't surprise me if Sunderland kept a clean sheet at St James's Park, to be fair. They're no strangers to clean sheets.
Is Mukiele back for Sunderland?
Je cherche maintenant.
He doesn't know. I don't know. Who knows? I wouldn't take the risk if it says he's got a 75% chance of playing with.
Haaland isn't worth the price. He hasn't been scoring for me. True, but then again, it's Haaland.
I've just kept him in to jinx him so he doesn't score on the running, and hopefully that continues.
I might bring in Timber next week onwards. But then again, Arsenal play City away, so that's gonna be tough. Don't gamble on Chelsea players at the moment. That's another tip. True. That is a good point. That is actually a good point. Big up to you, bro. Big up to you. Big up GK as well. Big up to you, my guy.
I'm just trying to think about this because I'm trying to decide between like who to stick in for like O'Reilly. I'm trying to think between like Botman, Livramento, and Trippier, but Trippier's not going to play because he played midweek.
It'll probably be Livramento then. He came on for Trippier at the start of the second half at the new camp, so I think he'll continue.
I'll stick him in. Literally all of my bench are Arsenal players. Oh shit! Timber's in my team. Well, it
doesn't matter. Save your free hit for the double game week that's going to come up.
What?
That is true. Double game week is the Man City had very very soon, so you might as well try that.
I've got one more free transfer to make. I'm going to take Sarah out of my team because Palace aren't playing.
Yeah. Palace were supposed to play Man City this weekend, but then I don't know, bro. They still haven't scheduled the game. It might be because City now have the Champions League, but Palace the only thing is Palace are through right into the next round.
Yeah, so that's going to be rescheduled for the end of April, I think.
It might just be the last game week of the season. It might just be the last game week of the season, bro. I'll be honest with you. What's the game week of the double? So it's Man City is supposed to play Crystal Palace. I don't know which weekend that is, but they're supposed to play Palace. That's a game that has to be replayed, or not replayed, but has to be rescheduled because of the Carabao Cup final this weekend. They had to bring that game back out. Arsenal have already played their game in hand against Wolves, so
Don't remind me.
I'm going to stick Ouattara in. I'm going to stick Ouattara.
Ouattara.
Yeah.
Okay, how about this? Livramento. Do I bring in Livramento or Lewis Hall or someone else or the Sunderland player you recommended me?
I think Lewis Hall is probably the safest bet.
Yeah.
I think he's the best defender out of the three.
He plays Sunderland at
And
home.
I know this sounds funny because he conceded 7 in midweek, but I don't think Lewis Hall played that bad at all. I think he got both assists for Elanga's goals as well.
How about Livramento?
I don't know, maybe Livramento instead. I don't think Trippier will start.
Oh no! Don't do that! Don't do that! No, not Dalot.
If Dorgu was fit, I would have brought him. Dorgu's cheap, like 4.1. So yeah. Wilson is captain. You know what? I might just captain Wilson this week.
Wilson.
I might captain Wilson this week.
Wilson.
What's wrong?
Friday night dinner reference. If anyone gets that, they're legends in chat.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna captain Harry Wilson this week, guys. Sorry. I'm gonna do that.
Fair enough.
The Francais, yeah, he did. We just Bruno Fernandes.
Je suis Bruno Fernandes.
Ouais, tu t'appelles Bruno Fernandes?
Je m'appelle Bruno Fernandes. I know what it means. I'm Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah, but that's not the right spelling of m'appelle. I auto-corrected it to Apple. Oh my god.
It sounds like I'm an Apple Bruno Fernandes. You know what I mean? Fucking hell. You know what I mean? Anyways,
probably going to be sometime in April or May, the double game week, surely.
Yeah, probably like midweek. Yeah, probably like May or around. Had seen up been playing, I would say bring in O'Reilly permanently. Maybe O'Reilly wouldn't be bad, but then again, do I trust O'Reilly? I don't know. You could maybe bring in a Livramento or someone a cheap option. You know, bring in like a Sunderland player, like one of the guys recommended. I forgot what his name was.
Alderete. Omar Alderete.
Thank you. I am playing the free hit during double game week. Yeah, I would too, because then I would bring in extra Palace and City players just for that week alone. But anyways, unless you guys have anything more to say on FPL.
Was that a white flag?
No, it's I think that's
So I thought it was a reference to France waving the white flag, but no.
No.
Never mind.
But anyways, you guys want anything on FPL, because we still have some more to discuss. In my opinion, we have like 15 minutes till the deadline.
Well, obviously with the Carabao Cup final, Haaland, Timber, and Gabriel are all on the bench for me. So there is that. I was thinking about the free hit, but I'm going to use that during the double game week most probably. I don't know when I'm going to use the wild card. I'm certainly not going to use my bench boost as a result of that. I was thinking about bringing Dubravka in because he kept a clean sheet in Burnley's last game, but I'm going to stick with Kelleher. Sorry, bloody hell.
I have him on my bench. I have Dubravka on my bench. I'm starting Kelleher though because I have Kelleher in goal. Okay, Kelleher.
Same thing.
Kelleher's playing either way, and Dubravka's playing both. So yeah, Kelleher. You have Kelleher as well.
Yeah.
We started.
I mean, for Areola. Well, to replace Areola and Rise on my bench.
Rise on your bench?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Well, literally all the players on my bench are Arsenal and Man City players. Well, 3-1, should I say.
Fair enough.
Raya, Timber, Rice, and Semenyo. My starting 11s, Kelleher, Senesi, Konate, Livramento, Lewis Hall, Dango Ouattara, Szoboszlai, Bruno Fernandes, Evan Nielsen, Bowen, and Igor Thiago.
Jack, play your bench boost.
I'll check it out. Don't worry.
Josh, shut up. I'm not that dumb. I'm not that thick.
Harry Wilson's playing
With
Burnley at
1C.
a decent fixture to captain him. So I wouldn't, because Bournemouth away for Bruno, what do you call Burnley at home for Wilson. That's what I think. Even though I think Bruno Fernandes does very well against Bournemouth, I just think it's better off to captain Harry Wilson.
Josh, I've got an even better idea. How about you triple captain Semenyo?
That's a good idea, I think. Well, no, I transferred him out, actually, funnily enough.
Wow.
I think I brought some Bosley in, so... Yeah, foresight. Or foreskin, whichever way you want to put it.
I should have started Soboslai last week. Baby's on my bench.
I was so lucky with him. Thank goodness Vicario doesn't have any strength in his arms. Otherwise, Spurs would have won 1-0.
God forbid. Anyway, come on, let's lock in.
Are we doing the Brighton-Liverpool game next?
Yeah, Brighton Liverpool next. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, sweet. Obviously, early kickoff, I'll be there. Brighton versus Liverpool has been an early kickoff before, during March 2022, I think, 4 years ago, during Liverpool's quadruple chase. I think Luis Diaz scored his second goal for the club then. 2-0 Liverpool win, so the omens are good. Having said that, they're not in the best of form. Okay, they did beat Galatasaray, but Turkish teams away from home in Europe are never usually performing well. I think they've only won once on an English ground. Certainly at the turn of the century. No prizes for guessing who, but regardless. It will be a tough game for Liverpool. Brighton have won 3 out of their last 4 games. They've picked up 9 points out of a possible 12. Their last game at the Amex was a 1-0 loss to Arsenal, which I was therefore brilliant result. Less said about the game, the better, but brilliant result. I think Liverpool are more than capable of doing the same thing. Obviously, their defence is a bit shaky. They got booed off at Anfield last weekend after that tumultuous draw at home to Spurs. And they've put themselves in quite a difficult position in this top 5 battle. The saving grace for them is that Emery is in the middle of bottling it with Villa. And Chelsea under Rizin are an inconsistent mess at the minute. So they've got that on their side. It will be a tough game, but I think Liverpool will emerge victorious, so to speak, for the early kickoff. It should be bright and sunny. Should be a nice day. And
Brighton, sunny.
In my opinion, well, it should be a nice day, Akron, and hopefully Brighton do celebrate that with the 3 points, but I doubt it.
Hopefully they brighten my day. Both United and Liverpool playing.
I thought I heard something. Okay, yeah, man. Shush.
Come on, Brighton, man. Come on, Brighton. Please do something. I beg. Continue, Josh. Sorry, I'm going to cut you off there.
No, that's all right. I don't have much else to say. I think Herzl needs to start Minter a lot more because for whatever reason he keeps starting on the bench. I'm hoping Danny Welbeck manages to bag against Liverpool, being obviously a Manchester lad. That would be really good for him. I believe last season Brighton won 3-2. That was Liverpool's last away game of the season, Brighton's last home game. Liverpool were already champions at that point. A bit of a weird VAR call to give Brighton the game, but they won 3-2 regardless. The season before that, they drew 2-2 at the Amex. That was the game after the whole debacle at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, with Liverpool going down to 9 men and somehow not being given a goal. I can't remember the season before that. I think they lost 3-0. So Liverpool don't have a very good record at the Amex in recent seasons. Like I said, the last time they played an early kickoff at the Amex, to my recollection, was in March 2022, which they won. They haven't won at the Amex since. A lot of averages would say that they will get the result here. They did win at the Amex in the Carabao Cup last season, but that is the Carabao Cup, that isn't the Premier League, and Brighton will provide stern opposition. I don't know what you two were saying about that, but I reckon we're in for a good game to kick off the weekend.
Just an update. I've made a change to one of my to a team in my FPL. I took out Van Dijk for Lewis Hall.
Cool.
So yeah, just a quick update.
High choice. Watch Liverpool keep a clean sheet on Saturday. No?
I still have Szoboszlai, so.
No. Are you saying anything about the game, Akevin or Jack?
I'll go first. For me, look, like I said, I just hope Brian gets something. When I mean something, I mean get a win. I want Liverpool to stay far away from United as much as possible. I don't want Liverpool to close the gap, pending our tonight's result. Even if we win, I don't want Liverpool to close the gap. So we have to hope that they don't win. At the end of the day, I just hope that United go do our job tonight. Liverpool lose. That's the most ideal scenario. Liverpool draw or lose is fine. Like 1 point difference doesn't really change anything. For me, I just hope we get the win. And Liverpool, like I said, draw points. Brighton, on the other hand, have they really been on good form as of late? I mean, they lost their last game, did they?
Their performances haven't been too good. No, they won their last game 1-0 away at who was it? Was it Fulham? It might have been Fulham. I think it might have been Fulham. But they've won 3 out of their last 4 games.
I think Forest played Fulham this past week, no?
Yeah, actually, you're right. I can't remember who Brighton beat 1-0. I think was it Brentford? Sunderland. It was Sunderland's. Okay, that's a good result.
Yeah.
Their performances haven't been too good, but they've won 3 out of their last 4 games, 9 points out of 12. So, and obviously Liverpool haven't won in the league here for about 3 seasons, so it's going to be a tough ask, but I think they're more than capable of doing it.
Jack, over to you.
I don't have much. I don't know.
Score at least, or you want to
Expert analysis.
I mean, the Scousers, they won midweek 4-0. Should have been 5.
They'll be gassed.
Against Galatasaray. Salah obviously had the penalty saved. Good performance from Liverpool.
Wait, sorry, Jack. Shouldn't Liverpool be going on Sunday instead of tomorrow? Because they just played on the Thursday night. Shouldn't it be like them playing on a Sunday?
It was a Wednesday night.
It was Wednesday.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Wednesday night. Shouldn't it be a Saturday? Shouldn't it be a Sunday game then? Tuesday.
No. That's only for Europa League teams or
It's like
Conference League sides.
Chelsea played on Tuesday. They're playing Saturday. Chelsea played Tuesday. They're playing Saturday, right? So yeah. Arsenal played. What was it? Wednesday.
Tuesday.
Arsenal played Tuesday. City played on Tuesday. So both of them are playing on the cup final on Sunday. So that could.
Well, cup finals are usually on Sundays, aren't they?
No, usually yes, but you know what I mean. Like extra day of rest. You know what I mean. I think that's the thing. Like I just think Arsenal, they've got their rest. City have got their rest. Should Liverpool really be playing Sunday? Listen, I don't care. I hope their fitness plays into their hands and they don't win the game. But yeah, man. But what do you? But then again, actually, you know what? Scrap that. Let it be. I don't really have much to say in this game. I just hope Brighton win. Welbeck and Diego Gomez, Pascal Gross, Jakube Minte. Do me a favor. Do us all a favor. And win.
Wow.
Do us all a favor and win.
I don't know, I'm not quite as passionate in Liverpool's downfall as you are for obvious reasons, but
yeah.
I'll go 2-0 Liverpool. It won't be easy to watch. Brighton will be getting frustrated with their lack of chance creation, and I think Salah scores early on, like 3rd minute or something crazy like that. And then someone like Van Dijk scores a set piece, a corner, 2 silver points later on. All right, all talk about Arsenal ruining football and set piece FC. Liverpool are even worse at it at the minute. They're scoring from set pieces for fun. Disgusting. kick them out for.
Three set pieces. I hope
It
for Bruno.
doesn't count if it's not Arsenal who scores corners.
I hope
Wow.
for Bruno can pick up again from set pieces. So listen, we'll talk about that. But anyways, I'm gonna go with a 2-1. Do I go 2-1 Brighton or 3-1 Liverpool? I'll just be safe and go 3-1 Liverpool. Honestly, that can't be ours. But Liverpool will win the game. But yeah, what do you
Yeah,
guys say?
Jack, what's your prediction?
What do you think, Jack?
2-0 Liverpool. Just standard win. Get back, get back in form. Just get a win under their belt. It's all they need at this time in the season. Because if you got to say Brentford right on your arse, essentially, hey, that could be problematic. And I know Brentford drew against Wolves the other week, but still, Liverpool needs to be vigilant and make sure they're on their toes. Otherwise, they're going to be in trouble. And I think I think Szoboszlai and Ekitike will score.
At the moment, it's a 5-point gap between United and Liverpool, so I need them to lose or draw, and we win tonight. But yeah, anyways, we'll move on to the next game now. Unless you guys said everything about the game, you want to say anything more? We can move on.
I've said all I've needed to say.
Everton. Oh yeah, we were talking about
Same.
let's continue with that one. Time-Way Derby. We were in between. We were in the middle of that, and then we went off topic because of the. Oh, and last but not least, finalize your team because 1 minute FPL deadline. Just real quick, people. 30 seconds to go. Kelleher, Senesi, Hall, Cash, Szoboszlai, Rogers, Bruno, Fernandes. Wilson is captain and Bumo, Krupi, and Thiago. That's my final team. Dubravka and Mukiele on my bench. Haaland and Gabriel not playing. That's my final team. Wilson is going to be my captain. Unless I captain Bruno Fernandes. What do I do? Bruno Fernandes or Harry Wilson? Real quick, what do I do?
Bruno Fernandes.
Thank you. Very last second. Literally last second I captained Bruno Fernandes. Thank you.
What's the bets up? Balls is up.
It's alright. He's my vice captain anyways. But if all things go to plan. But anyways, that's the team done and dusted. That's the team done and dusted. Anyways, Time-Way Derby, back to the game. Back to the game. We were in between that. So let's get back to that. What were we saying about this game?
Well, Newcastle are going to be desperate for a response after that 7-2 debacle in Catalonia. Sunderland, I don't think they've played for a whole week since that home defeat to Brighton, so neither team are in the best of form. Having said that, obviously Sunderland have had the week off. Newcastle have had to travel from Spain and back, or to Spain and back, I should say. So they'll probably be a bit more jaded, and Sunderland can really take advantage. I think Sunderland's record at St James's Park is really, really good since Newcastle last got promoted in 2010. So history is on their side, and we've got to. We'll just have to see what happens. It should be a good game. Really good appetizers, really good starter meals before the main event on Sunday. So let's hope it's an entertaining one. It usually is, although it wasn't really last game.
The main course is the Carabao Cup final, isn't it?
Well, that is the main event, but it'll probably be the most boring game out of all the games on Sunday. So you can pick.
But yeah, anyways, score predictions, I guess. Unless Jack, you want to say anything on the game?
Yeah, I believe adding on to Josh's point, I could be wrong, but I feel that Sunderland are unbeaten in the last 6 time-weird derbies or weird time derbies in the league. Yeah. I must specify because last time they played in the FA Cup, Newcastle won 3-0, and I think it was season before last or last season. So, yeah, Newcastle will be looking to get their bragging rights back. Can't remember what the situation is in the table. I think the Geordies are ahead of a Mackems currently. They're ahead of them by just 2 points. I was going to say just a point, but this is as that commentator once said on Sky Sports, this is big, this is massive. Come on, the Mackems. 2-1 Sunderland is my score prediction.
Josh, score prediction?
Oh, that's a tough one. That's a really tough one. I'm going to go 2-0 Sunderland, and Geordies will be in meltdown. I'll go 2-0.
2-1 Newcastle.
Grobby and Xhaka.
2-1 Newcastle. I think they'll win the game. I think they'll be up for it, especially after a loss against Barcelona. They're gonna want to let their anger out against their biggest rivals. I mean, you're coming back home from a thumping in Spain. No better time to let your frustration out and bounce back than a victory against your fiercest rivals and your biggest rivals. Might as well go 2-1 Newcastle. Anyways, Everton Chelsea. Jack, I'll let you start on this one.
Well, it's shit.
Hello?
Shit. I'm just trying to think of what to say. Can someone else just start the preview? Sorry.
Is this Chelsea Everton? No, Everton Chelsea, I should say.
Yeah.
Until Everton's away defeat to Arsenal, they hadn't lost away from home since a 2-0 defeat at Stamford Bridge, funnily enough. So it feels like a bit of a full circle moment. Everton's record in their first season at the Hill Dickinson Stadium isn't all too much to write about. They've suffered 3-goal margin defeats to the likes of Spurs and Newcastle, two teams that have had borderline horrendous seasons for the standards that they've become accustomed to, I should say. So it's not without, or it's well within the realms of possibility for Chelsea to get 3 points here. And they're going to need to bounce back because they had a chastening defeat against PSG in the Champions League to lose 8-2 on aggregate. Quite frankly, for Chelsea Football Club, that is nothing short of a humiliating aggregate scoreline to be knocked out by, particularly after the 5-2 in the first leg. They're on a current run of 3 defeats in a row, 4 defeats in their last 5 games, a 2-1 loss to Arsenal followed by a 4-0 win at Villa Park, and then 2 PSG defeats with Newcastle loss sandwiched between them. So they're going to need to bounce back, and I think they will bounce back. Liam Rosinha, there's already talk that the boards like Egbali and all them are seriously considering his future already, which is absolutely insane because I think he signed a 6-year contract. But, Chelsea Football Club, post-Roman Abramovich, has been an absolute ADHD madhouse. So at the end of the day, what else do you expect? He's going to need to bounce back, and I think he will bounce back. I think Chelsea will bounce back. Obviously, Reece James is injured with a hamstring problem. Jack Grealish still isn't back yet for Everton, if I'm not mistaken. So, swings and roundabouts. I think Chelsea do get the job done here. And Everton, I think their push for a European place will be severely dented come the end of the weekend. Shaq, does you want to follow on from that? Akivan, did you want to follow on from that?
Yeah, man. Look, Chelsea, they've had a rough few games. I can't lie to you.
Yeah.
They've gone scoreless in the last 2 games now, at home.
Yes.
When was the last time that's happened? Scoreless in the last 2 games at home at Stamford Bridge.
Probably lockdown.
Exactly that. That's unless maybe unless the 2022-23 season when they were going through that rough patch, and then that season they finished 12th. But that's what I mean. Like, this is where Chelsea are really falling off this cliff, and they really need to get results. Everton away, it's not going to be an easy game. We had to grind it out over there. It wasn't easy. You guys had to grind it out there. Unless you've already played. You already played Everton away, have you?
Yeah, 1-0 win. Gyökeres penalty.
You had to grind it out. We had to grind it out. It wasn't always going to be an easy win. So, but for Chelsea, I think they need to bounce back, big time. And this is a good game to bounce back. I think Chelsea need to beat Everton at home, away, at the Hill Dickinson Stadium. I think they need to go there and win if they want to make a statement and say that they want to get back into the Champions League next season, because their Champions League places are in jeopardy at the moment. You know, especially with Liverpool playing early against Brighton, they're playing away at Everton. That's going to be a tough game, very tough game. Chelsea have a few injuries, don't they? I mean, a lot of uncertain players. So, you know,
Reece James hamstring injuries.
Exactly, Reece James out injured, and then who else is out injured? I think Fofana's out. Is Fofana? Is he fit? I don't know.
God knows. I mean, Chelsea's defenders, Reece James aside, and maybe Cucurella, aren't Chelsea standard anyway, so doesn't make much of a difference. I'm not too sure. One thing I will say, Akvin, obviously Arsenal and Manchester United had to grind it out there. But Newcastle and Tottenham won by a 3-goal margin there as well. Very Everton the way that works, isn't it? So
yeah,
could be tough, could be easy. I'm going to lean towards the easier side. I think it'll be quite comfortable, a bit like their visit to Villa Park against a much better team. Well, not a much better team, but a better team overall than Everton. So if Shaq's there, we'll let him continue. If not, I'll give my score prediction.
go on, bro.
Hello. Okay.
Hello.
I'm locked in. What do you call it? Obviously, Everton lost last match against Arsenal, 2-0 away. Chelsea off back of 3-0 defeat, as Josh mentioned, midweek against reigning Champions League champions Paris Saint-Germain. And so both teams will just be looking to iron out the errors that they committed midweek and last weekend, respectively. Obviously, Everton, then the race for either Conference League places or Europa League places. They're only 5 points off Chelsea, to be fair, who currently occupy occupy one of the Europa League places as things stand. And obviously, both teams will be looking to bounce back, as I mentioned, but Everton's. Oh shit! No, I'm sorry. Hopefully, it's just going to be a good match. That's all I'm going to say. And both teams' forms just been shit recently in the past 5 matches. So, hey, hopefully it's a good match, isn't it?
Score prediction?
I don't know. I just need to look at the table again. Sorry, give me a sec.
Shall I go first on this one, or do you want to?
Yeah.
I'll go with 2-0 Chelsea. I think Chelsea are going to bounce back. They're going to need to bounce back, and they have to. They have to.
3-0 Chelsea.
Everton away.
Everton's
going to be tough. Everton away will be tough. I think they'll make an early goal, Cole Palmer, and then they might just seal it at the end. I'll go 2-0 Chelsea. I just think, look, Chelsea are on a rough patch. They're gonna need to win this game, and yeah, this is a game to win. If not, then I don't know about the top 4 hopes or the top 5 hopes. So yeah, they've only got Carabao Cup final left. So Carabao Cup final, FA Cup quarterfinals left. Excuse me, why am I saying Carabao Cup final? Fucking hell. FA Cup quarterfinals. Excuse me. So yeah.
Personally, I'm going to say 1-0. I'm just looking at the table, and I didn't realize that Everton have the worst amount of goals scored, or they scored the least amount of goals in the top 10 in the league this season. They scored 34 and conceded 35. I did not realize that. They've got the second best. They've got the joint third best defense in the league currently with Chelsea, but they've scored. Give me a sec. They scored the 16th, or 15th or 14th most amount of goals in the league this season, which is not dire straits, let's just say, but
Good reference.
It does seem a bit boring, to be honest, their attack.
Well, when you've got Beto and Barry as your striking choices, I think you've got to accept that you're not going to be the most potent attacking side in the division. I believe that's hurt Everton quite a bit, actually, particularly at the Hill Dickinson Stadium. Quite a few teams have kept clean sheets there because of their toothless attack. So, and I don't think Chelsea will be any different. I predicted 3-0 Chelsea. I think it'll be a stroll in the park. I predicted them to beat Villa by 3 goals as well. So, I'm feeling confident on this prediction.
Fair enough.
Good to know.
I guess we'll get to the rest of the predictions now. I guess because we've only got we've got the Carabao Cup final left to preview. Fulham Burnley. I'm gonna go 2-0 Fulham. Harry Wilson to get a goal or a break. And also, Jack, I don't know if you've seen this as well. Your side Bilbao.
Wow.
Ernesto Valverde leading at the end of the season. But anyways, what's your predictions, guys? Fulham Burnley.
3-0 Burnley. Go on, lads.
Jack?
Yeah, 2-0 Fulham. Solid win for them. Yeah.
Am I missing anything else? No, Leeds Brentford. 2-1 Brentford. Yeah, man, big up to you, bro. Better late than never, of course, man. Better late than never. You can always rewind back and see the United segment, but I didn't really talk much, just like 15 minutes. If you want to join, you can join. You're more than welcome to join, bro. If you're more than welcome, you can. I'll send you the link, bro. Send you the link.
King Khan, listen, Akvin asked me that on the previous stream, and I gave a quick smile, but then I was like, listen, we've got to take it game by game. You know, it ain't over till it's over. You all started United, 8 points clear with 7 games to go in 2012. Aguero happened, you know. Just got to keep calm and take it game by game.
Just one sub to 565, you're asking. Just one more sub. So at least give me one sub will be good.
King Khan, create another account.
All right, no worries, man. No worries. Yeah, man. Continue, guys.
Continue on Fulham versus Burnley.
No, Leeds Brentford. Score prediction.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Leeds need to win this, don't they? Brentford are pushing for Europe. I'm going to go with the draw, 2-2. King Khan, I'm not saying anything until Sunday.
Should even answer their real name. Well, listen, hopefully. Out of their account. Yeah, go for it if you want to. You don't have to. You don't have to if you don't want to.
Make a business account or something. Or whatever career you want to go into, make one for that.
I'm going to go with 2-1 Brentford. Need this win. Yeah.
So the Leeds for stoppable force versus movable objects, you know?
Brentford need this win more than Leeds.
These
are going to stay up. These are going to stay up regardless, surely.
I don't know. They might get dragged down. Who knows?
Yeah, 3 points off the relegation zone. West Ham. Oh, never mind. These. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Do everything in your power. Yeah, to get them scumbags up Yorkshire down. Get them scumbags in Yorkshire down. Anyways. 2-1 Brentford. Equal Thiago brace.
Oh, did you see his family's reaction to him getting called up? It was very wholesome.
But Brazil squad.
Yes, of a Brazil squad, yeah. It was. I couldn't stop laughing though because when Ancelotti said Gabriel Martinelli Arsenal, I just burst out laughing. Like, how the hell has he got in? How the hell has he been called up? And then I remembered Rodrigo got injured, so that would explain it. But fair play to Igor Thiago.
Yeah. Wait, that was your game?
2-1. 2-1 Brentford.
Okay. And Josh, what was it again? You said two. You said two.
Mine was 2-2.
Okay.
So.
Aston Villa, West Ham.
Shut up, Josh.
Sorry.
Aston Villa, West Ham.
I'm going to go 2-0 West Ham. I think Villa are capitulating in the league. I think Emery's going to put all his eggs in one basket for that Europa League. Who have they got next? Is it Braga in the quarterfinals?
I don't remember.
I don't know. I know Nottingham Forest got Porto, which would be a tough one.
No, I think they have Bologna, isn't it?
Oh yes, yeah.
Bologna.
Wonderful game against Roma, by the way.
Yeah, I think it was
wonderful
Bologna.
game.
I think Villa will go. I think Villa will go through that one, but they don't play until the afternoon.
Well, regardless, I think their league form is suffering for it. So I'll go 2-0 West Ham, who are another team desperate to avoid the drop. You know, people talk about the title race, but the teams scrapping against relegation are probably the teams you want to face the least because they're going to do everything in their power to get a result. You know. Interesting conundrum.
3-1 Villa for me.
Big up AFC always as well.
Ollie Watkins, Morgan Rogers, and John McGinn. Super John McGinn. Big up AFC always. Big up to my guy.
Super swat McGinn.
Yeah.
In just a moment, we're going to preview the Carabao Cup finals. So
John McGinn's a fucking legend. Josh, you absolute clown.
Or a trophy.
You put a clue on the map in terms of we are elite. Yeah, it should do. It should do. I mean, you're too big of a club to not have a Champions League. Let's be real. Arsenal too big of a club to not have a Champions League. You should be having a Champions League, and I'll be honest, from an unbiased point of view, Arsenal should have had a Champions League by now. But long may it continue that they don't have one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, cheers, fella. We should have won it in 06 if the linesman wasn't blind. But, you know, sliding doors moment, you know.
Blindsman.
Blindsman, yeah. Okay, good one. I'll give you that. But, yeah, about the Champions League, I think Arsenal are already on the map, so to speak, even without it. But obviously, if we do become European champions, touch wood, then claim would be a lot more validated, I suppose. So hopefully we do manage to do it sometime soon, because I want it done in my lifetime. But regardless, who knows the future? Let's think about the here and now. We've got a trophy to win on Sunday. Let's hope we go for it. Let's hope we win it.
Score prediction for Villa West Ham.
Villa West Ham 2-1 Villa. No, 2-1 West Ham. 2-1 West Ham. Went and stay up big time.
And last but not least, relegation battle. Spurs Forest. I'm gonna go 2-1 Forest. Even though Spurs are slowly finding an identity of how to play in a relegation battle, maybe we'll see. I know they beat Atletico Madrid 3-2 or whatnot. Big up to them, whatever it is. You know, got a draw at Anfield. Lost to beat Atletico Madrid 3-2. Best week of their season. But yet they still got knocked out of the Champions League. Spurs losing 2-1.
Spurs.
Elliot Anderson and is Chris Wood still?
Chris was injured, I think.
Maybe that's why they're not having a good season, Forest.
Maybe not.
But yeah, man. What's your predictions, guys? Predictions for this game? We're gonna go to the Carabao Cup final in just a moment, so let's get to this. I do have to go about an hour. My game starts in an hour, so let's get this done in about half an hour.
Of course. Jacques, what's your prediction for the game?
1-0 Forest.
2-1 Spurs.
I knew it.
What do you mean you knew it? That's the logical thing. They've just got a last-minute point at Anfield, and they've beaten Atletico Madrid.
Yeah,
I think they're going to be purring.
I think
I don't want them to. Don't misconstrue that. I don't want them to win.
You know what? But no. Forest just played on Thursday, and they got through. So that might be an issue that they need to sort out. Tottenham 2, Forest 2. Is it true that Pep's going to do a press conference and announce he's leaving? I don't know. I've not heard anything. Josh, I'm you.
Fucking hopefully.
I mean, if that's the case, Man City going to go on an absolute rampage and destroy the league. I mean,
Can't wait.
but yeah. Anyways, time to get to the big game this weekend. It is the Carabao Cup final. Arsenal take on Manchester City at Wembley. Your biggest game in 6 years. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I was considered the semi-final against PSG a bigger one. But
You're a chance.
I can see the logic why.
A chance at a trophy after 6 years. You know, City are playing James Trafford. This is your biggest chance.
They're not. James Trafford isn't a bad goalkeeper. I don't get this misconception.
He's not.
He started off poorly.
Yeah, he's made some really bad mistakes though, and with the way you guys press, I don't know if he'll make a mistake against you guys.
Well, we've countered that with Kepa's Carabao Cup final curse, haven't we? We discussed this in the group chat. You know, the immortal man.
I unfortunately was not able to find a Man City fan. All Man City fans told me they weren't able to join the show.
The jokes write themselves, aren't they? Regardless,
Go on.
I don't think James Trafford starting is going to have too much of an effect. If anything, I think he's better at distribution out from the back than Donnarumma is. So, swings and roundabouts, I'd like to hear Jacques' thoughts on this game, actually, because I haven't really spoken to him about it. It's been a bit of a taboo subject. So, if Jacques wants to take it away.
No, I haven't watched it yet. No. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, so fair enough, bro. Fair enough.
It's honestly a game that I am both cautiously optimistic about, but I'm also just fucking worried because obviously we know what happened the last time we played Man City in the flipping League Cup final. We lost 3-0. We had Mustafi at the back complaining about a slight nudge by Sergio Aguero, which he then scored from. And who was it? Jack Wilshere was beefing one of their players midway through a match, or
Jesus, I think.
A match. What the hell are you doing? You're 1-0 down. Fucking lock in. And that was the match that we could say propelled Man City to where they are now under Pep. Let's just say, it was one of the first. It was a key trophy they needed to win in order to just build momentum in terms of winning trophies, because the season before, they'd obviously finished third. Nearly
3-0, bro.
Nearly finished outside the top four and whatnot. But yeah, we need to win this big time. Obviously, Josh and Akavin have mentioned, this is a trophy. The League Cup is the trophy that has propelled, say, teams like Mourinho's Chelsea in 2005, as well as 2015, as well as obviously Pep Guardiola's Man City in 2018. And I'm trying to think which other teams have won the League Cup, and that's essentially propelled them on to even
Pellegrini 2014.
Sorry?
Pellegrini 2014.
Yeah, like that. And it's just crucial to get, because obviously we haven't won this trophy since 1993. Yep, same year the Premier League was founded, or same season, should I say, as a Premier League's debut campaign. And then before that was 1987. And we got a stinky record in League Cup finals. We lost to Swindon, Luton, who else? Man City obviously lost to Chelsea, Birmingham. Like, we need to right our wrongs big time. We've only won two out of the 8 League Cup finals we've been in, which is absolutely fucking shocking. Absolutely fucking shocking. And we just need to.
This is a big blow. This is a big blow for City. No Guehi.
Yeah.
Paul Merson was on Sky on his birthday, and he said we lost 4-0 anyway. It doesn't matter. It was a terrible performance from us. Yeah, man. You guys.
Well, it should have been 4-0. They missed a few other chances.
Mind you, I hate to remind you, but you lost 3-0 twice to Man City in the space of the same week. You lost to them on Sunday.
I remember.
You lost to them again at home, 3-0.
On a Thursday.
Yeah, on a Thursday. And that was the day Claude gave his
That's crazy. Dementia Wenger has reached as many cup finals in his last season as Mikel Arteta has in his first 6. Crazy. Or since his first full season, I should say. But Jacques, that's completely correct. Arsenal and the League Cup is a very, very unhappy marriage. Like you said, we've reached, now 9 finals. The previous 8, we only won 2 of them. What is that, a 20% win record, which is appalling? We've lost to the likes of 3rd Division Swindon Town, which is 25%. League 1 now.
25%.
Sorry?
It is. 25%. 2 out of 8.
Yeah, good point. Yeah. Swindon were in the 3rd Division, which is League 1, if anyone doesn't know, which was a major upset at the time. I think the year before was our first ever League Cup participation in the final, where we lost 1-0 to Don Revie's Leeds United. We've lost to Luton, as Jacques said. Nigel Winterburn missing a penalty to make it 3-1 to us. And they scored 2 last-minute goals to turn the game on its head. Obviously, less said about Chelsea 07, Birmingham 2011, and Manchester City 2018, the better. The 2 finals we have won were against Sheffield Wednesday and, funnily enough, Liverpool, where we ended the streak of Ian Rush scoring in a cup final and Liverpool going on to win. So, hopefully a repeat of that on Sunday, but regardless. It would be quite poetic if Pep left the season having won the Carabao Cup against the same opponent in the same competition that he won his first trophy and against.
The trophy you've never won anything outside the FA Cup since you moved to the Emirates. Birmingham City was your last. That could have been another trophy that you should have won, the Carabao Cup final. Or the League Cup final, excuse me. It was at the time it was the Capital One Cup, wasn't it? Or excuse me, the Carling Cup, and then the Capital One Cup came in 2013 or something. So yeah, I think you guys should be winning this one. This is a must-win game for you guys. 100%. This is the cup final. There's no excuse. There's nothing to hide behind it. You know what I mean? Birmingham City, that was probably a game where you should have won. But like I said, it's time to win a trophy outside the FA Cup, and this is the one. Sorry, Josh, continue, and then Jack, whenever you're ready, you can take over.
Yeah, it's all right. So, like you say, terrible records in Carabao Cup finals, all things considered. Yes, Charlie Nicholas with a brace. Paul Merson, did he score the winner? I think it was Steve Morrow, 68th minute winner. I think Tony Adams lifted him up after the final whistle, and he dropped Steve Morrow by accident and broke his elbow, wasn't it? So even when we win, we conspire to fuck things up in this competition, But hopefully Sunday... I was having a laugh with Jacques about this. If we win on Sunday, we overtake Norwich in overall League Cup wins. So, I think for the sake of all our sanities, we need to win on Sunday. And obviously to end a 6-year trophy drought.
Let's just get the win, bro. It doesn't matter about the lineup. Let's just win. Second half, we'll change it up if we have to. Anyways. Carabao Cup final.
Obviously a 6-year trophy drought as well. Like you say, the springboard to further success, hopefully. And if we do lose, I don't want any sadness. I don't want any wallowing. Because we've got a 9-point lead at the top of the table. We've got to fucking win back. I don't want to hear any excuses. I don't want to hear any mental fragility. I don't want to see any mental fragility. We need to bounce back if we do conspire to lose this game. And we also need to book another trip to Wembley in our game afterwards, after the international break. We've got no time to feel sorry for ourselves. So, regardless of the outcome, we need to stay focused and go on to the next 3 trophies that we have a chance of winning. And hopefully we do win. I'm going to be very happy. Ever since I was born, I've had an unhealthy obsession with Arsenal winning a Carabao Cup. The fact that we haven't won it since John Major was in office is crazy work. But hopefully under Keir Starmer, the Arsenal fan, we finally managed to win it again. So, come on, you Gunners.
I was also going to add that, adding on to Josh's description, like our relationship with the League Cup is like a poison chalice. Like you can't piss about in cup finals in that sort of scenario and not even try to fucking win it. Or sorry, like you can't just get to the final and just put your hands up and put your feet up and just assume you're gonna win it, because there's no point. There's no point in like getting to the fucking final and not even showing any fucking fight. And that's what we need to show this year. And we haven't shown it thus far, but we need to win this big time. We need to, because the same conversation will come back, say, come the end of the season, if we've only won like the league. Is that good enough to like? Is that good enough when you spent £1 billion on a squad and you've only got a league title to show for it? No. So just need this to hopefully propel us to greater endeavours this season in the latter stages of the season. Come on, Arsenal.
Nah, Josh is not going on Sunday, but he would love to.
No, bro, I'm broke. I can't afford a ticket. I can't lie. Obviously, I think with the ticket system, I think they prioritised, obviously, match-going home fans. So, I don't blame the club for that. Yeah, unfortunately, I won't be there, but I'm certainly going to be celebrating. Me and Torquay lads were thinking of going to a box park to watch the game, but that isn't going to be the case on my end. I'll just be watching it with a load of drink.
You should go to the box park.
Yeah, but box park's a bit difficult to get to from here. Say if we go to the one in Shoreditch, we'd have to get the train up to King's Cross and get the tube over to like Liverpool Street.
What about Wembley though? There's box park Wembley. There's box park Shoreditch.
There's box park Shoreditch, box park Wembley, box park Croydon. There's one in Croydon, but like, no offense to anyone who lives in Croydon, why would anybody go to the box park? No, but
we are not going to Croydon.
Like
Tottenham
King Khan. King Khan, do you study politics or history at all?
Most young people don't know about him.
No, it's basic knowledge.
He knows his facts, guys. He knows his facts. Make sure you guys go follow Josh's channel at Pain in the Arsenal. The link is in the description.
And so does Jacques. Jacques knows his facts. Jacques with the stats. He's going to be back on YouTube. You can bet your life on that.
Yeah, man.
Thank you,
King Khan.
Anthony Eden.
Yeah, we're winning like that.
I don't want to hear from our fan base.
No, listen.
Right.
I know everyone hates our fan base. I find our fan base hilarious. Yeah, everyone's got their own agendas against our own players, and we're an absolutely shameless bunch. But one thing I fucking detest about this fan base is the whole bigger fish to fry mentality. When all we've won in the last 22 years are FA Cups. I'm sorry, we can't have this mentality now. Every cup matters. How on earth are you meant to build a winning mentality? How on earth are you meant to try and win a league title or a Champions League title if you don't have experience of winning as a group beforehand? It's just utter nonsense. This bigger fish to fry stuff is a load of absolute shit. Did Pep Guardiola care about that when he first arrived in England? Absolutely not. He won 4 on the bounce. Why? Because it's a great springboard onto further success. Even in 1920, all he won was the Carabao Cup, alongside the Community Shield. But that essentially kept him in a job because he still won a trophy. He still added a trophy into City's cabinet. And what happened then? They went on the streak of 4 league titles in a row. This bigger fish to fry bollocks is a load of nonsense. So, that is, yeah, AFC always, I agree 110%. that is the most disgusting mentality, especially as an Arsenal fan. We've only won 2 in our history. I think that's tied with Norwich, Wolves, QPR, West Brom. I mean, come on. What are we doing with them lot? No offence, but come on. It's nonsense.
Also, let's be real. It's a whole bunch of clickbaity, flipping, cringe BS and whatnot. It's a whole bunch of that baloney and fugazi BS. Like, oh, we got bigger fish to fry. Win the fucking trophies, and then you can say, oh, we got bigger fish to fry. Actually, no. Bun the jigs. Don't say it at all. Fucking lock in and just shut up. That's what you should do.
The only clubs that can really say bigger fish to fry are City and Liverpool, because they've won trophies.
No, just City, to be honest. I mean, I understand Liverpool, but they're not serial winners like City have been over the last 10 or so years.
Because they've got a deep squad, they can't say that no more. But City, yes, you're right. Only City can say that because I remember they had to go to the Club World Cup and they had
Anthony Eden, you dickhead.
They had to throw away their Carabao Cup so they could go to the club. Liverpool had to do the same as well. They weren't able to play the club at the Carabao Cup. They had to play the Club Cup right next day. They threw away the club. They threw away the Carabao Cup, so that's fair. You know, I completely get that. You know, you can only win the Club World Cup if you win the Champions League. So fair enough. It could be no Sesko and Mbeumo once again, Striker once again. I mean, listen. At the end of the day, I don't care about the team. Let's just do our job and get the win. City's time isn't here anymore. That's true. I wasn't gonna pay £500 for a ticket. That's expensive. Right?
Yeah, especially if you fucking lost, man. Yeah.
What's your lineup and everything for Sunday? What's your hope?
Kepa's going to start. I know there's a lot of commotion about who should start, but Kepa's our cup goalkeeper, and that's not going to change. My biggest worry isn't anything to do with our mentality or our scores or anything. It's the fact that Kepa's going to be in goal. Not because I think he's worse than Raya. I think it's because of his Carabao Cup final record. 2019, refuses to get subbed off against Man City for Chelsea. Ends up not saving enough penalties. Chelsea lose the shootout. 3 years later against Liverpool, 2022, he fails to save all 11 of Liverpool's penalties, including Kelleher's. And then he steps up to take Chelsea's 11th and blasts it over the bar. Kepa and the Carabao Cup do not mix, but regardless, onto the starting 11, Kepa's going to start for us. Hopefully it's third time lucky from me and Jack's perspective. I think Timber is fighting to get fit alongside Odegaard according to Arteta, but assuming that he isn't fit enough, which is a big blow, I think Nketiah is going to be at left back. I think Ben White will fill in at right back because I feel Arteta has realised that you can't play 2 defensive fullbacks in the system that we want to play. If you want to play Timber at right back, you've got to play Calafiori at left back. If you want to play Nketiah at left back, you've got to play White at right back. So I think Nketiah and White will be the centre-back pairing. Obviously, Gabriel and Saliba as the centre-backs. Zubimendi, Rice and Eze will be the midfielders most likely. With Trossard, Gyökeres and Saka, I'll go with. I think he'll go with that. Could be Martinelli, but I don't think Martinelli's scored in the Carabao Cup so far this season. So I'll go with Trossard, Gyökeres and Saka up front.
You need to pull a Real Madrid and do what they did in the Champions League. They started what was it? How can I forget his name?
They started Lunin throughout the knockout stages, but as soon as Courtois was fit, he started in the final.
Yeah, because Courtois was injured for a whole season. He came back for the final, and then he started in the final. So you need to do the same. Start David Raya.
I suppose so, but I feel. Correct me if I'm wrong, AFC always, but I believe that Kepa has a clause in his contract where he's obliged to play every cup game, every domestic competition. And I feel like he's started in all our games leading up to this. He saved for penalty from Lacroix to get us to the semi-finals anyway. So I think it will be, I wouldn't say unfair because at the end of the day, it's a professional environment. But considering he started in all the previous cup games, he'll start tomorrow, you know. But I'd rather Raya started, obviously.
Lacroix had a terrible game that day. He scored an own goal and missed a penalty for Palace, and got them knocked out single-handedly. So,
wait, Manchester City have a Watergate scandal, King Kong.
Trafford didn't go. Does that mean Pep not taking this serious? No, he is.
No. Same reason why we're going to start Kepa AFC always. It's because Trafford's the cup goalkeeper. Simple as that. I think in 2018, the last time we got to a final, obviously we got slapped by City. Claudio Bravo was in goal for City. Ospina was in goal for us. AFC always, you'll remember this. I think I told Jack about this. 2007, we got to the final playing our kids, essentially. We play against Mourinho's full-strength Chelsea side. Remember, with the likes of Lampard, Ballack, Essien, Drogba, Terry, Carvalho, Ashley Cole, I think, all those guys. And our only first-team players were Kolo Touré and Cesc Fabregas, I think. I mean, Wenger never took that competition seriously. And I think that's why a lot of people disregard the Carabao Cup, because the first-team players don't usually play. Having said that, I would rather have Raya in goal, but it's going to be Kepa. And Pep always brings his second keeper in, you know? Yeah, you'll remember. Obviously, I was like 2 years old at the time. I was turned 2.
And we had Almunia goal. Neymar had picked up 5 yellow cards. I just read the Arsblog thing about Arsenal League Cup.
Tim Stillman.
Sorry?
Tim Stillman, Arsblog.
I'm not sure it was Tim Stillman or whoever. I just went on the article and just scrolled down.
Callum Wilson.
Regardless, any thoughts on City before?
It sounds like you're talking about Newton Heath. That's what I'm figuring. I have no idea, bro. You need to give me your you need to give me the answer, man.
Mbeumo, Cunha, Bruno, Diallo, Mainu, Casemiro, Shaw, Maguire, Euro, Dallo, Lamont. Not a bad squad.
Yeah, we play a lot.
Sesko's always on the bench. What's that all about?
Yeah, it'll be full of top goodness for sure, man. 100%.
Yeah, fuck that shit. I can't lie. Bro, I just need a trophy, man.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. But yeah, anyways. We'll talk about City. Talk about City. I mean, they're missing Guehi.
Obviously, Pep confirmed that James Trafford will be in goal, didn't he?
Yeah.
Obviously, Guehi can't play because he's played for Palace. Although Semenyo could, because he made his debut for Bournemouth in the Carabao Cup after the 31st of August, or some bullshit ruling like that. So Semenyo will be available. I think Pep is going to be a full-strength City team aside from obviously Trafford and goal ahead of Donnarumma. I feel you saw from his subs against Real Madrid in midweek that he's obviously going to prioritise this because it's the first piece of silverware that you can put in the cabinet this season. And being 9 points away at the top, City will look at this as a potential mental and psychological blow for Arsenal if they were to beat them and win the trophy. And it could springboard them to greater things as well. They're still on for a domestic treble. And Pep, being the almighty footballing behemoth winner that he is going to take this as seriously as he's taken any other final in his career. And hopefully, AFC always it will be Pep's last season. Because
I think next year will
honestly, man, I just need him out. He wins too much. I hate it.
I just got one more year left. I think he'll leave next year.
Use it for what? Is this the Callahan Wilson Heath?
No. Callahan Wilson Heath, they were prime ministers in I think the 1960s. Heath was a Conservative Prime Minister. Callahan and Wilson, I believe they were Labour Prime Ministers. But News of the World,
that was in the 60s and 70s.
That was the newspaper went under in 2011. That scandal, the phone tapping scandals and whatnot, Josh.
That's Piers Morgan, wasn't it?
Yeah, Piers Morgan, yeah, he was part of that. But I think it was also Rupert Murdoch as well was involved in News of the World. So, yeah.
But King Khan, you definitely you have to study politics, surely, or history, one of the two. But regardless, AFC always you would drop Saka for Max Dalman. To be fair, the one trophy we've won within a 9-year period was with Saka on the bench and not getting on. So I see the logic, but I think Saka will have to start. I think he'll be our captain as well, because Odegaard is probably not going to make it, and he shouldn't be starting anyway. Obviously, I'm going to start Saka, but hopefully, because Donnarumma's not in there, Saka can do something. And Dalman will be on the bench as well. I think in the Carabao Cup, they have more substitutes. So I think Dalman will definitely get in.
But let's talk about City. I mean, we talk about Arsenal. Let's talk about City.
Hi, that's unique in Khan.
Jack,
regards City, it'll be a full strength team aside from Trafford, you know. And their last 4 results have been really bad. They've dropped 4 points against relegation battling Nottingham Forest and West Ham. Alongside that, they've been slapped by Real Madrid twice, pretty much, including a last-minute dagger by Vinny in midweek. So they're going to be a wounded animal. You know, if you ever get close to a wounded animal, they're going to roar at you, bark at you, whatever, to keep you away and make them still appear dangerous. City will be exactly like that. They'll play by their own game. They'll stick by their philosophy. And being the perennial winners that they are, you can't put it past them to win this League Cup at all. I think 5 disappointing results on the bounce is borderline unrealistic for Pep Guardiola's Manchester City. I know what happened last year, but that was a serious burnout after 4 years of non-stop winning, you know. So I think they're going to turn up. I think they're going to have a point to prove. They're going to think, listen, they're top for the moment, but we're not going to be for long. We're Manchester City, and we're going to put things right. And we're going to have to be Arsenal are going to have to be ready for that. I think John Stones is back from injury as well, so that could be a key. That could be a key return in the City lineup. But yeah, it's going to be a tough game, and funnily enough, even though it's a final, it'll probably be the most boring game on Sunday. So take your insomnia pills,
Jack,
and you know.
What are you saying, Jack? For Man City, on the Man City.
Well, obviously, as was mentioned, Gehi's out. So is Josko Vardiol, but he's been out for the past few months, and it's not a surprise that he's not going to be playing for City. As Josh mentioned, sorry, what did you say?
Charles de Gaulle, in reference to King Khan's comment.
Oh, Charles de Gaulle. Okay, yeah.
Charles de Gaulle.
Oh, Jacques Chirac. No, that's not how you spell my name. It's Jacques, Jacques. Thank you.
No, he's just spelling it like that.
Nobody said Jack should know this. My name's Jack, not Jack. But obviously, as Josh mentioned, John Stones might be back, but I think Ruben Dias will start in center of defense instead of John Stones. City team's probably just going to be the usual, apart from probably Trafford starting goal instead of Donnarumma. But we will see. We'll see what happens come 3:00 on Sunday when a lineups will be announced. Or actually, no. Probably about 3:15. To be fair. But anyway, regardless, yeah, probably just going to be a usual City lineup and whatnot. Yeah, I don't know what else to say.
As for me, look, I just hope it's a good game. I just hope my team wins tonight so I can enjoy the rest of the weekend watching other games. That'll be a great start. Sunday, we shall see who lifts home the trophy. Will Arsenal win their first trophy after 6 years, or will Man City continue winning trophies as they should be doing? You know, we shall find out. Both teams should be up for it. I think Arsenal have the upper hand. I think their form going into this game is better. However, like I do say, form in cup finals, it is a one-off. It is form goes out the window. It's a one-off. You just never know what can happen. We beat City in the cup final. So if you want to take lessons from Man United, go watch the highlights. in the 23-24 season. You're welcome. Anyways,
Salty.
I'm just kidding. But like I said, hopefully it's a good game. Hopefully it's a good game, man, because I just want to see end-to-end stuff. I want to see a proper cup final, maybe extra time, penalties. You know, I want to see it go down to the wire, man. I want to see it go down to the wire. And like I said, we shall see who wins. We shall see who lifts home the trophy. We shall see if Arsenal win or City not. But anyways, you guys have covered it all. It's your team, so I'm not. I really want to give too much of my opinion, but that's just what I think, anyways. But yeah, thank you both for giving your thoughts. Score predictions, guys, because obviously you guys are Arsenal.
How can you go for?
No, I'm the neutral here. Well, I'm not the neutral. I'm rooting for one team on Sunday. I don't want to reveal it on here because whoever I say, I'm probably going to get abused for it. So don't worry. If I had to root for a team on Sunday, I don't know who I'm rooting for. I just hope both lose. But
What's your score prediction, Jack?
1-0 Arsenal.
nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
Josh,
who's scorer?
Eze, hopefully.
banger after the box or an extra time or last minute 120,
Normal time, probably like 70th minute, something like that. Hopefully.
and then squeaky bum time again. Anyways, Josh, go over.
Well, listen, I feel I don't know about confident, but I'm feeling calm. I'm feeling a bit que sera, whatever will be. I feel this is our 9th Carabao Cup final in our history. We've only won 2 of them. The last one being in 1993. So I think the law of averages will dictate that we win. Our only 2 previous wins in this competition in the final have been 2-1 scorelines. So I'm going to go 2-1 to the Arsenal. Oh, who scores? I reckon. Okay. Gabriel from a corner. And then Semenyo will equalise. And then Haaland will miss a sitter. And then later on, Eze will score to make it 2-1. Actually, no. I'll go with Declan Rice winner. Late minute winner. 87th minute onwards. 2-1 Arsenal. Come on, boys. Bring a trophy back, please.
I'm going to go with 2-1 to Arsenal.
Now that we've all predicted Arsenal to win. Oh dear.
I'm going to go with Arsenal. I think this is your time. I'll be real. I mean, you guys have been on good form. You're winning games. You're not dropping points. This is the end of the season. Will Arsenal finally get over the line and go on a run and win the title? We shall find out. But I think you'll win the game. I think Eze will score. I have a funny feeling Odegaard's going to score as well. I don't know why.
Yeah, I was thinking about that as well.
I think Odegaard. Or Max Stallman comes off the bench and steals the cup final for you guys.
Max Stallman, that's a shout.
In style, but yeah. And also, by the way, I forgot to mention, Joker is heading back home to Sporting after the international break, so he might want to get a goal in time to face his former club. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, that concludes the predictions for today. That concludes the show. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the Red Army Rampart. Hopefully, United get 3 points. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe to Josh's channel. The link is in the description of the video. Go check his channel out. Get him to 50 subscribers, guys. So you can go live. You can do all that stuff. As for over here, 36 subscribers away to 600. Come on, guys. You know the drill. Also, turn your notification bell so you don't miss a live, you don't miss an upload, and you don't miss a video and all the sort. Stay tuned to the content. Stay tuned to all that. We're back live across the weekend. Maybe on Monday we're back live as well. So stay tuned to that. And we'll see what happens. Maybe we're all happy on Monday. We're all disappointed on Monday. Let's find out. We shall find out. But anyways, guys, anything guys want to add before we go?
Come on, you Gunners.
Come on, Arsenal.
Nice. Anyways, enjoy the rest of your weekend, people. Like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. I'll respond to your comments. Love.
Oh, when the Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching in. We're gonna
End it, Ackerman, quick.
fucking Canaries. Oh, when the Saints go marching in.
Wanker.
I'm talking about Saints.
Southampton beat Norwich for context.
You know we're still live?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wanted to get that out there. Anyways, people. See you guys later. Have a good night. Come on,
Bye.
United.
Come on, Arsenal.